Hello, Bob's BBQ here. I want to make an introduction to this video and explain a couple of things. This 1600 Pro Series Elite PSE has all DC motors, auger, fan, igniter, everything. And as some of you may know from my original video, I got one with a very old firmware controller, failed to update. They sent me a new controller, put it in, everything's been working good. I also purchased the flame tamer and air gap mod, put them on pretty much about the same time when I replaced the controller, and everything's been working fairly well, except for the pit temperature has just been way off, and it's a little hard. You have to set your temperature on the controller down much lower than what you would normally set it. And when I say off, I've got a fireboard. I put probes on the middle shelf, left and right, and set at 180 or 185. The pit temperatures are running 225, 230, somewhere in that range, sometimes even a little bit higher, but most of the time stays around 225 to 240, I'd say, no more than that. But that's a big difference when you're set at 185. So I contacted Pit Boss. They sent me a new RTD probe. I put it in there, and I cranked it up the day before this issue arrived with the fan, that happened with the fan, and I ran it for about 2.5 hours, and it was really stable, no issues, but it was still running 225 to 230 set at 185 in the PID mode. So I realized that there was probably nothing wrong with the RTD that was in there, because it didn't make any difference. So then I started trying to retrack my steps and the changes that I made. So I decided to try to change one thing at a time. So I left the flame tamer on. And by the way, I'm not knocking any of the mods or anything. I'm just trying to find out where my issue is at. I don't know if they made some calibrations in this new controller to compensate for that heat, or I'm just trying to find the solution. So I took out the air gap mod, left the flame tamer, put it all back, and the temperatures were running much better. When it first started leveling out, it was running I think around 186 on one side and about 190 something on the other. As time went on, they started getting closer in line to one another, but not too bad. I mean, I would say it was at most was about 10 degrees off. I think I had on the, can't remember if it was the left or the right, was 195, and then the other one was about 205. So definitely much better than what it was with that on there. So I'll still have to do some more testing with that to see, but then the problem arose yesterday with the fan, and as you'll see in the upcoming video, I kind of talk about it. And I have already contacted Pit Boss. They're sending me yet another controller, and we will see if that corrects that issue. I'm sure it will, because the fan's controlled by the controller, and as an electronics person, it sounds like to me it's got to be some kind of a relay or something, because the AC circuit and the DC circuit are separated, and the only way for that fan to come on when you plug it into AC, there has to be something has failed causing that connection, because they would not it would not be connected directly. So there's got to be something that happened in there. Don't know what, but anyway, it's electronics. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll post another one when I do get the new controller in and see how everything goes from there. Bob's BBQ. See you on the next one. Bob's BBQ might be having a little issue with the controller, and this is the first time this has ever happened. But as soon as I plugged the grill in, the fan come on running full blast. I've never seen that happen before. Normally it'll come on for a second and go, then slow down or go off until the grill actually fires up and ignites, and then the fan speed increases, not to full speed, but somewhere in between. I tried. It was unsuccessful to light because of the high-speed fan. The first time I tried shutting it down, powering it off, waited 10 minutes. The fan continued to run, would not stop. I unplugged it. The fan stopped. As soon as I plugged it back in, the fan came back on. So that's something that I have never seen before. And I was having an issue with the temperatures being way off. They sent me a new RTD probe. I put it in. It didn't make any difference. Set at 185. My temperatures are running 225, to 230. And so I took the gap mod out. Still have the diffuser plate on there, but I took the gap mod out, and now the temperatures are running much more in line. A little bit 205, 195 to 205. A little bit better in line. So not sure about that, but anyway, let me see what the actual dial temperatures are showing. They're all showing about 195. Yeah, they're all showing pretty close to about the same as what the fireboard is showing. So anyway, I don't know. I'm gonna have to. I'm fixing to power it down and shut it off, and see if the fan will shut off this time. If it doesn't, I have no idea what could have happened. I ran it yesterday for about 2 hours, and it was really consistent, running at around 225 to 230 after I changed the RTD probe. Grill shut off normally, fan quit. As soon as I plugged it in today, the fan came on immediately. We'll catch you on the next one. Okay, quick follow-up. Grill shut off. You can still hear the fan running. Grill is off. Unplug it. Goes off. As soon as I plug it back in, still off, but the fan's running.